Hello, 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 good people. What's going on? As you can see, I'm extending my arms. I want to fly. Sorry, I'm just joking. Just today, very, very happy day. It's been like quite a hectic month with all the lockdown, Eid holidays, everything, running a lot. Got a little bit of depression somewhere, but worked it out. So everything ending well. Alhamdulillah. Thanks to Lord. Thanks to God. At the end of this month, as I told you before in the previous video, that I'm actually planning to not buy anything this month, trying to control, like hold that temptation, but then, you lose the battle with the devil. So that's what happens. So I ended up buying Sedley, one of my most anticipated fragrances, total blind buy. Thank you, Fragrance BD, for your awesome service. And thank you so much for sending me so many awesome samples of niche perfumes. These are some fragrances. I'm sorry, let me show you. These are very expensive. Bortnikov. I have Francesca Bianchi, Sayat Nova, fragrances like that, man. Like even they send me a beautiful sample of, I think it's called Coromandel, I think Chanel. I cannot express my gratitude. Thank you so much, Panto Bhai. Thank you so much, Tanzi Shubu Bhai. Both of you are awesome. Okay, because of them, I basically could review a lot of niche fragrance house I would not otherwise. Okay, so thanks so much. Okay, so sadly, let me tell you a little story because I'm in good mood. It has been a very bad day actually. There was some issue downstairs with some evil people, but we'll sort it out. But life goes on. Sedley is a fragrance. I saw some reviews. I just read Fragrantica reviews people write, but you cannot tell how a fragrance exactly is because you see mixed reviews. Some people say it's crap, some people say it's piss pure longevity, some people say it's niche quality, some people say it's so good, it smells like heaven. So you have to really test it, and there's no other way to test it because we don't have any samples here. So blind bought it, expensive fragrance. Let's see how we did. Okay, this is actually, I don't remember how many Parfums de Marly I reviewed, quite a few. Tomorrow I'll receive Kalan. I finally pulled the trigger on that as well. So tomorrow I'll do sort of like a talk on Parfum de Marly house. Okay, so wait for that. So this is Sedley. I also want to get Greenley. I think the green bottle. These are like summer babies, okay? Because Parfum de Marly usually wears all releasing this spicy, sweet, like winter heavy perfumes, but now recently they're giving Galloway, or the other one, the blue one, Parfum de Marly. You guys know that one smells like Fierce, Legend. I had that as well. But anyway, this is the box, typical box of not the hard cardboard, heavier, the Middle Eastern style one, but these are the paper box. It's full on retail, 120 mil, so 125 mil. And two horses, they represent their brand, I guess. And this is the name of horse, I guess, and they have a whole story. I'm gonna read that. These are made in France. You also receive sort of like a card in there, just like any other Parfum de Marly. You can read it if you buy one. If you buy a tester, basically you're just gonna get a bottle like this with a cap. You just do not get the box. So here is the bottle after a long time. I want to get it, just take a look at the bottle. It's see-through, it's blue, and it has this shiny little cap, which weighs the same almost to the bottle, like same weight, and it clicks onto place. Absolutely gorgeous presentation. I just love. Currently I own about 6. Tomorrow I will have 7, inshallah. So this is the bottle, just lovely. They come in 75 and 125 mil, and these prices are going high. So get it now while it's available at affordable price. Like I have it sprayed on my hand. One thing about this perfume is that the cap, everything is snug fit. You can pick it up. It locks, you can pick it up, no problem. But the sprayer, I found out it's not the best sprayer like other Parfum de Marly. It's a little bit weak. It has this sort of like a Dior Sauvage sort of atomizer, and the spray goes a little bit more like, let me just show you what I mean. If you've never seen a Dior Sauvage sprayer by any chance, check a look. Okay, they give this sort of mist, not a say laser-like atomizer. Okay, but I love that. So you need to go a little heavy on this one. I will say go 6 to 7 times. Man, that Dior Sauvage, so good too. So when you spray this, okay, you get like okay, how many sprays I said? 6 to 8. Yeah, 6 to 8. It's a lot of sprays, I understand, because the fragrance, it's kind of like not weak, but the fragrance is a fresher one. So you cannot compare this with, oh, I remember the fragrance name, Percival. Yeah, that's a good one. The blue bottle. So if you liked, say, Harrod, Leighton Exclusive, Kalan, or I don't know, Godolphin, or Carlisle, this is exactly polar opposite of those. Those are your heavier beast mode, sort of like monstrous performer. These are gonna be good performers, but much lighter than those, the heavy ones, okay? Not to say this is gone in 1 hour or something. Longevity is pretty damn solid. I'll tell you about every wearing. I got about 6 hours-ish in the high heat, shirt and skin combined, but projection is about 1 hour and a half, okay? So it's a lot like designer sort of performer. So is that gonna be a letdown? No. This fragrance is special, okay? And all the things that I imagined, it did not fulfill all the criteria. I thought this is gonna be super mint heavy, like I'm gonna compare it with Burberry, Mr. Burberry Indigo, and I thought a little bit similar to perhaps Mephisto Gentleman, which are also fresh summer perfumes with a lot of mint, but this is a different kind of mint. And what I expected from it is a minty, fresh, bubblegummy, sweet, and kind of like a drinkable mojito like. This is not it. It's, I feel a lot of mixed elements with it, it has this beautiful minty opening. The mint is just out of this world. It's not very synthetic. It's not very sweet. It's kind of like a herbal green mint, okay, what you get in Fiero. I find a lot of similarity with this and Fiero in the opening. Fiero has this nice little lemon. This one has lemon. That one has a bergamot, sparkly citrus. This one has that as well. Beautiful. Let me just spray once more. Okay. When you smell it for the first time, the lemon and the mint will just win your heart. Opening is just beautiful. It's bright, crisp, clean. And it's like, I would not see anybody disliking this opening. Okay, dry down perhaps, but opening is very likable. So it's really modern, like Mephisto Gentleman, but it's much toned down than that one. Okay, so as the fragrance progresses, I get a little bit like herbaceous quality, a little bit of fougere, say lavender pops up, and the lavender is not very high class. It's not very synthetic. It's just like a nice little lavender that is you like. It's not super cheap. Okay, every single ingredient in this is good, but it's like high class, almost high class designer fragrance that is worth like Chanel prices, okay, like $100 plus, okay? But I'm not trying to put it down like, oh, then you can buy a Chanel. Yeah, not the same thing, okay? This fragrance, you have to wear a few times to understand what this really gives you. If you judge it on the first spray, oh, I don't like it, sell it next day, you're gonna make the biggest mistake of your life, okay? You may like it a lot later, okay? So even though it did not really smell like what I wanted it to smell, I really am loving it. It's a mature fragrance. It's not a very young, you can imagine like people who actually like 30 plus, it will suit them the best. I'll just frankly tell you, youngsters perhaps will like Percival more, like the teenager, 20 something, you'll like Percival more out there, more likable, more, fresh, clean. This one, I think you would actually wear a polo t-shirt and perhaps would go play golf with your buddies all day. People will smell you. After a while, you won't smell it like Steven said, but people will smell it around you. I asked my people, they actually said, yeah, something light, musky, sort of like a barber shop. They didn't say barber shop, they said something that smells like flower, okay? So I got the feel like this is, if you want to put picture together, Fiero opening with the Irolfa dry down of Creed, okay? Creed Irolfa. Kind of like a salty, fresh, breezy, Mediterranean, all this mature vibe going on, a little bit herbaceous quality, a little bit of kick of lemon, a little bit of pepper, like slight bit of pepper like Dior Sauvage. If you love those, this is a modern interpretation of all those perfumes. I really like it a lot. It's growing on me. Is this my number one Parfum de Marly? Tomorrow we'll see. But let me just tell you, no, not yet, but it's really, really good. So if you're looking for a summer perfume, you can go Galloway. I can tell you that one I tested. Really nice, but it gets a little bit of melon vibe, a little salty. But you may lose interest in that one because it's not that interesting. This one has a lot of facets to it, okay? So initial impression, I like it a lot. In the high heat, when the day is breezy, sunny, this is a fragrance will brighten up your day. But I like the opening. The dry down is here. It tames down, the mint sort of wears off a little bit. It goes a little bit of that fougere, almost to the barbershop feel. And it's just a classic Italian style cologne for me, okay? So it's made in France, but Italian style. So, yep, Sedley was a very, very nice fragrance. It's not exactly what I hoped for or something or expected, but that's my mistake. Don't hold expectations. So this is something new. It's not a clone of anything, but it will remind you of a lot of fragrances. If you want a designer version of it, I think I did suggest this perfume in Fragrantica, but I think I'll take it back. Hugo Boss bottled, Infinite, they are not the same. I suggested, but it doesn't have This one doesn't have that much sweetness like that one, no apple, nothing. But if you want the closest designer version, this is right here at Gem as well, Mr. Burberry Indigo. Very sweet, much more designer like, much more fresher and much more sweeter. Okay, this is much cheaper as well, for a 100 ml bottle. Really nice bottle too, a lot of respect for this. But if you want that Sedley is Sedley. Okay, so overall opening remark wise, this is not a perfection 10 out of 10 because of some things. Expensive, one thing. Second thing is not ultra beast mode that you expect from a Parfum de Marly. It's solid, I'll say 8 out of 10 performer, but not 10. Last thing I'll say, it's not a safe blind buy for people. Get a sample, official sample, or try it from a boutique and let that fragrance settle down on your skin. Do double shots, you can see. If it doesn't work for you, just avoid. For me, it's a solid 8.5 out of 10 initial impression. So try out Sedley by Parfum de Marly, one of the nice niche style, pure sort of a way summer perfume. I think some people call it similar to Afternoon Swim by what's that fragrance house called? Oh damn, Louis Vuitton. Okay, but I did try it long time back. I hardly remember. That was kind of like Aqua di Gio-ish, but this actually I have to smell side by side again to decide. But I think the quality is definitely there. It's not a fragrance you buy and totally be disappointed. Okay, so try out Sedley. Very beautiful presentation. It's worth it for many reasons. Okay, thanks for watching. 9 out of 10 for that Sedley initial impression. We'll do full impression or full review on end of summer. Take care. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.